The most important one is inflation. I know families are struggling with the cost of living, and that's why I set it out as my first priority to halve inflation, and we're making progress. Of course, is that as fast as I would like? No. Is it as fast as anyone would like? No. But the numbers most recently that we had showed that we're heading in the right direction. Inflation is coming down, and I think I think people can see light at the end of the tunnel. But look, we've got to stick to the plan. It's not easy to bring down inflation. It requires me to make difficult but responsible decisions on behalf of the country. They're not easy. I get flack for them, but I'm going to do them because they're the right thing for everybody in the long term. And I'm determined to stick to the course and bring inflation down for everyone. In the short term, for you or anyone else who's worried about this, you should talk to your bank. And what we've agreed is a mortgage charter with the lending industry. So you can talk to your bank and you can do a couple of things with them. You could extend the term of your mortgage by, say, 5 or 10 years, or you could switch to an interest-only mortgage. Now, it sounds like from your payments that you've got a particularly large mortgage. So a typical payment for someone in the country is about £800, but that would go up to about £1,000 a month at the current rates. But if you do one of the two things that I mentioned, which you can do with your bank at no change to your credit rating, that will save you hundreds of pounds a month on your mortgage payment. So it's very practical help for millions of families across the country. The best way for me to help you, your family and everyone else is to bring inflation down. Now, I know people will probably be, they're listening or they're here watching me on telly and they're like, oh God, he's banging on about inflation again, this kind of slightly abstract economic concept, but it's not abstract. It's inflation that is causing everyone problems with their bills. It's inflation, which means that the Bank of England is having to put up interest rates. And the quicker we get inflation down, the quicker we can ease some of these pressures. And that's why, you've got to trust me, and you've seen me do it during the pandemic. I know how to manage the economy for everyone. I will bring inflation down. I will make the decisions that are necessary, which are not easy, but you can trust me to do that on your behalf and everyone else's, because the quicker we bring inflation down, the quicker we can start bringing interest rates down and ease that pressure for homeowners like you.
You are aware, and of course I should tell listeners, you can watch this, by the way, watch us live on Global Player. Prime Minister, you are aware that we are almost certainly going to have another rise again tomorrow, 14th month in a row. In the past, you've told people hold their nerve. They can't. Some of them can't hold their nerve, Prime Minister. They cannot make the payments.
Well, that's why we've put in place these easements. As I said, this mortgage charter
will go to his 70s potentially.
Well, it's very, but this is really important that we don't want people to lose their homes. I want people to be able to afford their mortgages. And remember, there is an asset sitting behind most people's mortgage, right? There's a home that they own. And again, it's hard for every individual situation. On average, most people have a mortgage worth about £140,000 on a house that's worth about twice that, right? So there's a good amount of equity that they've got. Our job is to protect that for them. That's their savings that they've built up.